Hey YouTube, Mike the Gamma Guy here, and boy am I about to blow your mind. So, if you are tired of losing your ass at the casino, stick around, right? If you want to be introduced to some artificial intelligence that will just change your world in how you take money from the casino, stick around. Let me show it to you. So a few months back, some friends of mine actually developed an app on how to play Baccarat. And I'm going to kind of walk you through it, but make sure you stick around closer to the end of at least the walkthrough, and I show you the AI part of it, right? So don't just jump on, jump off, and discount it. Go, let's check this out. And this app is still developing, and right now it's still free. It's eventually going to have a subscription base to it that's going to be relatively cheap just to cover the costs of actually running the app, right? I mean, as far as you're looking at your betting, it's going to be $20 a month when they start charging for it. But right now, it's free. And I'll tell you how you can go out and play it, and you can actually play it for free, right? Not only use the app, but you can actually go to the same website I go to, or there's going to be other ways you can just download a Baccarat app and say, okay, these are the hands that are coming. How does the app react to that? So let me first introduce you to the app. So here it is. This is the Rigel Castle Baccarat app. It's the best Baccarat app in the kingdom, right? So you're going to see there's going to be a lot of references to things about knights and dragons and castles, and just kind of makes it a lot more fun, right? Because we're gambling, right? It should be fun. Everything we want to do should have a piece of fun included. So what is included with this app? Well, right now you can see I'm actually in a game, and if I would just hit banker or player, right now it's telling me that I'd be betting on banker for $1, right? So how do I get started in this? So first of all, we'd go up here to the upper left-hand corner, and underneath the upper left-hand corner, we can see there's a lot of different. So we got Dragon Slayer, we got Toothless, got Starblaze, Medusa, C2 Bet 4. Secret 7 Froggy. There's a lot of different strategies that are included within this. And if you like a certain strategy, you stick with it, right? Just put it in. The app will literally tell you, okay, don't bet yet. Don't bet yet. Okay, bet. And then it's going to say you're going to be on banker or player. And depending on your money management, it's going to say this is how much you're going to bet. Well, how do you know how much to bet, Mike? I mean, that's a whole nother thing that I struggle with. Not only making the banker or player, but how much do I bet? Right? So the way that we get that figured out is we come over here to the right-hand side, over this little cogwheel, click on the cogwheel. This is actually going to bring up what's our base unit. So if you wanted your base unit to be $5, just put $5 in there, and you're going to see that based on this Puff the Magic Dragon, money management, that's going to then dictate what your buy-in would be. So in that case, if I'm going to do a $5 buy-in, then I need to have $11,000 in there. Well, you're going, I don't have that in there, Mike. Well, let's go look at some different money management. So just click on money management, and it opens up what your choice. So we have, this one's the 212 Manhattan. It says its buy-in is $285. Remember, at the $5 level, because I said we were going to do $5. Right? So that means there's 52 units, and it's going to give you a total of 11 steps. And find a money management that works for you. Some of these have progressive money management, which means that as you win, it gives a positive progression. A lot of money management, as you probably know, are regression money management, where you're getting deeper in the hole, your bets get a little bit bigger. There certainly is a combination of both those. The Orc, I've actually played the Orc. Another fun name for a money management system, but that one will actually have a positive progression to it. And then if you're losing, it also then has a negative regression. Your bets get bigger as you lose because you need to catch that back up. But it'll go both ways. So as long as you're continuing to win, your bets are going to get bigger. You're going to win more and more. And then it'll literally go, okay, you lost. This is what your next bet should be. It's either going to take you back to the base bet, or it might take you up one step, right? Depending on where you're at. So look as I'm scrolling through this. There are a lot of different money management systems. Right now you can see it's highlighted because I'm on Puff. So this is where our buy-in would be $11,000. Again, all based on put in your unit size. What's going to be an effective unit size for your bankroll? And it'll tell you this is how much you need to buy in for. And these are how many steps you're going to get out of that. Those are going to be really the two biggest components of it. I mean, here's Ragnar. It's the buy-in's $100. You've got 20 units. It's got one step. I'm pretty sure that's just flat betting, right? You're just going to do flat betting. You got 20 units at $5 a unit, so you're flat betting $5 a pop. Nothing wrong with that. Just realize that's what that's going to be, because you get one step. And it comes all the way down here to this one. Last week, I think they added one more strategy and 4 more money managements. So they are going to constantly evolve this. And speaking of constantly evolve, let's go in and we're going to show you actually how the system works. I'm just going to leave this on puff, but I am going to make this to be a $25 buy-in, which is going to say that I need $55,000. I have $55,000. I've got like $26,000. That's okay. You'll see when we jump into the site on how this works. And I'm actually going to come down here to this bottom button because I want to show you some additional functionality. First of all, we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit the trash can because I want to restart. Right now, I've already been in a shoe. Let's just start back at the beginning. Or if you had selected to go to a different strategy, it also would have reset for you if you had done that from up here. Later, I'll show you how you could do that from within the app and just go, okay, this strategy's not working. Let's go to maybe a different strategy, and it'll literally will jump you right over that other strategy and keep all of your input that you've had in there. So that's pretty cool. The other thing that we have down here is we also have a shield. Right, so here, of course, you got your volume. This is your oops, I put in the wrong, maybe I put banker player, and I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to go ahead and change my answer. You can actually back up a step. That's for that. And then here's the shield, right? A good knight always has a good shield in hand. So your shield settings it's going to be activated after how many losses? 2 losses, 3 losses. So after you've had a run of 3 losses, then you can have a shield that's going to be a virtual win. So it's going to wait until you've had 1 win, and then it's going to, okay, the water should be good. We can go back in, right? And it's up to you if you want to have that shield on or not. For the way that I'm going to show you right now, I'm just going to leave the shield off. So I'm going to go to my shield settings, and I'm going to turn that off. And I'll update that so that way my shield will be turned off. So it indicates that it's got that little line through it, so my shield is off. And I'm just going to click X there. So let's minimize this screen. So we're going to get into the Baccarat tables behind us. So I'm playing on Evolution. And let's just go into Baccarat Squeeze, only because I can play for a quarter. Right? So this is a funny money site. It's a great place to come out and test the strategies. And let's kind of walk through this. So if I needed to put all this in, right? That's a lot to do that. So in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and hit you see this traffic light signal here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that traffic light signal to red. This is my input mode. So now I can go player, banker, player, player, banker. I don't need to go do that. So I'm going to go player, player, banker, player, banker, 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 player, player, player. Oop, apparently I missed a couple. Now I gotta use that backup button, darn it. I was getting too quick on my clicking. So I gotta do my banker, banker, and then player, 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 banker, player, banker. All right, so here it's telling me that, sorry, it didn't tell me anything until I turned the red light off. So now I turn my red light off. Now it's saying that I would be betting for the player for $25. But in this case, I was a little slow. I didn't get it made. So I'm going to say I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to skip this hand, right? Maybe I got a phone call. Maybe I had to run to the restroom. Whatever it took. I wasn't able to make this hand. Maybe I was just too slow in putting my bet down, which happened this time. And I missed it. So that way it's going to be tracking it correctly. So as we look across here from everything, if we would have been playing this Tiamat, dragon name, we would have had a win, win, loss, win, win, loss, win, 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 loss, loss, win, loss, win, win, loss, win, win. So certainly not a bad overall record, right? So this is how we would just be playing this one. And typically when I play the Tiamat, I'd play it with a shield. And I would play it with a 3-1 shield. So here we've got the player would have won that. Would have been another W there. And now it's saying $25 on the banker. So that's all pretty cool, right? How many times have I screwed up just doing the dance of going, am I supposed to be a banker or player, right? In this, I just have to look at the screen and go, banker or player. It's going to tell me. It's going to tell me how much I have and what's my next bet. I also know that with my bankroll, I can go up to 9 steps. So this is really just a grand martingale is really all this puff is. That's why I'm going to play that for $1. So now we got to beat that 7. And then I'm going to go and show you something really cool after this hand plays out. Looks like we're going to get a 1. So kind of irregardless of this result, not really here to show you how to play Baccarat. I'm really here to show you this app that's been really cool and very, very effective. Well, we can get a 9 as long as it doesn't have, yeah, got a 0 now. Ended up with a big fat 0, 7-0. Yeah, you can flip that card over. Oh, 7. Sorry, 7-7 tie. Okay, well that works out. Not like I cared. It really wasn't losing money. So in the case that you have a tie, well now you're just going to sit there. You're going to do rebet, right? A tie doesn't hurt you at all. It's not like having a 0 on the roulette wheel where you lost your bet. Tie in the game of Baccarat is awesome because it's just a redo. So now I can sit here and I can look at this and go, okay, is this the best game? Has this been the best strategy of all the strategies that they have? Is this the best one for me for this shoe, for this particular shoe? What's been the best? And that's where we get artificial intelligence up here. We got the brain. So we can go and we can click on the brain. You can see the little dragon. It looks like Toothless the Dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, right? It shows you that Tiamat has actually been the best strategy to use for this particular shoe up to this point. Because we've had 13 wins, 6 losses. And right now it's saying the bet is on banker. But across the board, you can see all the different strategies, and it'll show you what's on player, what's on banker, and what's on hold. Because some strategies do tend to hold. And there we just won that bet. So if I clicked off the brain, I'd get back to where it's telling me to go ahead and bet the banker again for another $25. Let's just go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna come back here and look at the brain and go, was that the right bet to make? So across the board, this is where this app has really had a fantastic update. Still waiting for the update to hit the Apple Play Store. Because Apple has to approve the update. But once the update is here, then this column will show up on the mobile app as well. So how do you get this app? Literally just go out to your Apple Play Store or Google Play Store, your Apple App Store, your Apple App Store, your Google Play Store, and look up Rigel Castle Baccarat. RIGEL, Rigel Castle Baccarat. And it'll pop up, and then you're just going to download the app. And once you have the app, then you can also then, if you want to put it on your computer like I have it, you're going to need to download the app first. And then up here next to the brain, you're going to see there's a place to scan the QR code because you're going to go to the website, rigelcastle.com, and then in order to download the app to be able to use it. So there we got a tie. Again, ties don't matter, but this is really where the power is. Right, so right, you can tell this one is overwhelmingly saying to bet the banker. If there's a kind of a mix in these top 6, I kind of tend to go with the top 6 just because that's really what I see. Those are right now the most winning strategies. So why not take their votes? But if there's a mix, you just skip the bet and go, I'm just going to sit here and wait. And then once you get a quorum, then you're going to go, okay, now we've got a majority, so we know that this is how I'm going to bet. The only thing it's not showing you if you're sitting here playing the brain game is that it's not showing you what your bet progression is. Write it down. I mean, you can click off the brain if you wanted to. You can go back; it'll tell you exactly where you're at because it keeps tracks of everything. But if you want to see it in the big road, or as we were doing the dance. Right, the dance would show it as the bead road. So you do have your option of how you like to see things You can certainly look at it either way. But I wanted to get on here and show you the Rigel Castle Baccarat app. Highly recommended. I actually recommend playing the brain over the dance. I mean, maybe the dance will get added to the app. Doesn't matter. I'm not going to get any compensation for it. I'm here for you, right? I want to bring you something that can make you money, because we're all about just take the money from the casinos. They've got plenty of it, right? If you want to know where I play online, either for funny money or for real money, shoot me an email. I'll tell you where I play. I don't keep it a secret. I just can't say it on here because it goes against YouTube's policy, and I don't want to risk losing my channel as other YouTube content creators have lost their channel because they've shown the URL or they've put it in their chats. It's just too much of a risk. Actually, I think I've been missing putting in my bankers or players. Oh well. It's more about showing you guys a new app. Hopefully you go out and you utilize it. Try to get it as soon as possible while it's free. Eventually they will be charging for it, even though it's not gonna be much, especially on a monthly basis. It's certainly gonna be well worth the investment. So until next time, I'm Mike the Gambling Guy. I'm out.